Hello, my name is Gerald Schüler. Welcome to Unicat Live. Today I want to talk about a rollback for asynchronous subrequests. And first of all, to understand this topic, I want to talk about rollback in general. And there I have an example for a typical rollback process. I will log on to Operations Manager, take a look at the queue, and select one request which failed and which was rollbacked. This is an example for a creation of a new employee, an onboarding process, and you can see we have here creation of an Active Directory account, we have modify of Active Directory attributes, then we take the user to some groups, and then we are creating a home directory on the file server for the user. And here this sub process to create the home directory failed. That was not possible to do it. And as we handle the whole request as a transaction, a failure of these requests needs a rollback for the whole request. And so we can see that this request, for example, is rolled back, and this one too, and this one also. And with this rollback mechanism, we have the possibility to clear the infrastructure system, and the account we created on the Active Directory will be deleted later on when the whole process wasn't successful. And that's the functionality of rollback. You now have the possibility to search what was the reason why the home directory could not be created. You can fix this problem and you can start the whole request again, and then it will be successful. Normally, every elemental operation of Operations Manager has the possibility to roll back. For example, creating an account can also be in rollback, means that you have to remove the account from Active Directory. Every sub request, which is done synchronously here, has the possibility to be started with rollback. That means that every elemental operation will be done rollback, and all the processes in general, in summary, will be rolled back. In older Operations Manager versions, we haven't got the possibility to roll back asynchronous sub-requests, because these requests will be started fire and forget, and no one knows was it okay or not, and no one knows when the request was finished, and so on. But today we need the possibility to roll back these asynchronous sub-requests too. And here I have a demo to show you how we can do this. First of all, I have a demo request here for this topic, and here you can see I have all these elemental operations which can be used for asynchronous sub-request processing. This one is the one you can in-queue one request asynchronous. This is running, and then the normal parent request operation continues immediately. And then we have here another elemental operation for a lot of requests which can be done parallel. And then we have a third one where we can start different sub-requests of different schema requests parallel and process them parallel to the parent request we have. And for my demo, I designed this request to start first one, then two other, then another two. And I have a special elemental operation here, wait for sub-requests, which is a guarantee for the synchronization, because this means if this request is started, then with this elemental operation, the processing from the parent request will be stopped and will be paused until this request is finished, and then it will continue. And that's here after the other two sub-requests, it's the same configuration. And what I've done to show you the rollback, I have a raise error here, and this raise error elemental operation raises an error, and this option here, rollback if failed, means that if this error raises, there will be done in rollback and all these operations will be rolled back. Okay, then let's start this request and take a look what happens. The request will be started and the process will begin. And we can see that first of all, the first request was queued in and will work. We can see here that this request is finished, the first one. Then we have wait for sub request. This is done. Then the other two requests will be started parallel. Then we wait for the success of this two requests, and then we will in-queue another two requests which will run parallel. And then we raise the error, and then we can see what happens. Here we can see it. The requests will be rolled back, and they will be rolled back in exactly the order they were started before. As you can see, first of all, the different asynchronous requests will be rolled back, then the multiple requests will be rolled back, and in the end, the single asynchronous will be rolled back. And as you can see here, these wait for sub requests will also work in the rollback operation scenario. They wait until these rollbacks has been done, then these rollbacks will be done, and they wait for them, and this will be done. And you can see it in the last step here that the last request was queued in as rollback, but the parent request was already done because there's no wait for sub request. So this request was finished before the last one was rolled back. Okay, now we can take a look how it is done. There is a new functionality. You can see it here in the elemental operations. We have in these elementary operations a new parameter called rollback. And if you check this rollback with true, 1 or yes, then the rollback will be done. But it's necessary that there is an elemental operation which fires rollback. And then on rollback, if you have this flag set rollback on your elemental operation, then all the asynchronous requests will be in-queued again, but in the direction rollback. And that's all you have to need. And now feel free to design your requests with asynchronous sub-requests for a rollback, which will work as you expected, as you know it from the synchronous requests. Okay.